working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo, this flock, where you at?
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On second down, Rosen. Throw left side complete. It's Harris. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From midfield now, here's Rosen. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
3-19.
On third down, that's Barber. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Shoot.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 319. 319. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Ryan Glasgow able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
319.
They go play action. It's Rosen.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line. And after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Rosen from his end zone on 3rd and long. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Now Rosen on first down. His throw incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Over. Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
Here we go now. 319. 319. 53's the money. 53. Check.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here we go now.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run with Chubb. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. The linebacker Preston Brown there to knock that one away.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, You know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, what are we going to do and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. He's going to sling this deep. It's caught inside the 25. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
That's caught out left by Perriman. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Detroit! Detroit! No, check. Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Detroit! Detroit!
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
56.
Mayfield on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Gun!
Rosen will throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Over! All right, here we go. Green 39. Detroit.
Play action here with Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
First down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. 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 Detroit.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
All right, here we go. Blue line.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Detroit.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The penalty set him back. Now a big play moves him forward. It's 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
No. Check. Patriot.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney.
They get it to him running left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Leopard.
Now backfield on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen, and that's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, it's Rosen that escapes the sack. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit, Detroit.
Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. He's going to air one. And got his man complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
This one complete to Theo Riddick. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Detroit, Detroit.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. His throw at about the 5. 23 yards on the play. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
He'll get it up the middle. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Theo Riddick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a handoff. Johnson looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
2nd down, Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
3-19. 3-19. Leopard.
And they'll run it here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Lucky 56. Over.
Back to throw. And that's complete to Croft. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
He's back to throw. And the grab by Croft. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Barney.
He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. Keeps himself, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Mayfield, able to shake him off. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Geno Atkins in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Now Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
so for Cleveland, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.